3 o'clock, you can see on the phone, this is an emulator, and as you see that little yellow dot moving around the screen, that's my touch point to the phone. My name is Scott, this is my good friend
Daniel, nice to meet you.
And we are happy to show you Windows Phone 7.
Well, specifically, we're going to be focusing on the fact that in the fall we're going to be rolling out an update called Mango, codename Mango, for the phone. It's got, we currently have over 25,000.
Actually, we've just announced 25,000 applications for your telephone.
Awesome. But the cool part, you guys will really like this. We have something called App Connect, which we will show you. So you don't have to go to the applications anymore. We're going to bring the applications to you. There's over 500 updates for this new version. We don't have enough time to show you all of them, obviously, so we're going to show you our favorites. You want to go ahead and get started?
Absolutely. Yeah. So up at the top right-hand corner is the People Hub, and we'll touch and go there.
So when you pop into the People's Hub, one of the things you'll notice is it's not just a place to see your contacts, but it's a place to see your contacts and everyone you know on your social networks. So as you page through here, you can see recent people I've talked to, you can see all my contacts, and you can also see what's new. So again, what's new brings you to everything from Facebook to Live to LinkedIn to Twitter, all in one place. You can comment, you can read comments, you can like, all the stuff you're used to. But let's kind of narrow it down a bit and look at April specifically. Now on the first pivot here, we can see your contact card, and in here you can see things you're already used to on a phone. I can call her at home, I can call her at work, I can email her. There is one unique thing down in here called Write on Wall, so I can easily, just with one click, do a post on her wall right from there. But if we pivot over one, now instead of seeing what's new for everyone you know, it's very specific. This is what's new for April, so I can see what's going on with her. If we pivot over one more time, I can see the pictures that she's taken. And here's my favorite. If you pivot over one more time, I can see the history. So I can see when I've called her, I can see when I've texted her, I can see when I've emailed her, all in one place.
This is one of my favorite new world features. It's a real world feature because you're always looking back to reference a conversation you've had with someone else. We sent that text that had a link or an email or a phone call to a specific number. And all of this isn't just a list, it's a hot list with links to those items. So if I touch an email, it will open that email, or in this case an SMS message, and let me actually read that mail. So let's talk about email. We've got a lot of enhancements with Windows Phone 7 Mango around email. How many of you have more than one email account? It's kind of a loaded question. Everybody, right?
Yep.
How many of you have more than 5 email accounts? Okay, a bunch of you. So,
anyone have 7 or more? See,
all right.
See, always. People. And you use them all, right? Because you signed up for all these different stuff, and you get emails from all those accounts.
It sounds crazy, but you get an email from Facebook. You have an email attached to all of your live IDs. You have more than one email that you use. Well, typically on a mobile device, when you add an email account, you get another inbox. And then you have to go to that inbox to see them
on the phone.
Notice on my screen here I have something called Personal Inbox. And by using the linked inbox feature, you can see that I have both Hotmail and Google Mail funneling into one inbox. So I can have my work email in one place, my personal email in another place. I get to decide how those messages are laid out.
So it's not just all of them in one inbox. You get to put them exactly how you want them.
It's no longer everything just in one email bucket. You truly get to decide. And you can name that whatever you want. I called it Personal Inbox, and that's what directly shows up on the main screen. How many of you use rules with your email? Everybody.
Yeah.
Messages that come in from a specific person or email domain gets tied into a folder. Well, that folder is no longer your inbox. We have the ability now with something we called pinned folders to pin a folder right to your start screen. Now, this is very important because the most important messages of your life can be surfaced to the top of your screen, or the home page on your Windows Phone.
You're not going to show them Project X, are you?
I'm going to show them
No.
Project X.
Okay.
So Daniel has some of these mailboxes set up.
Yeah, I do. I have some for my boss and my boss's boss, right? So I definitely want to know when I get an email from them.
That's good, right? So imagine this. You're at lunch, you look at your phone, and you have 7 new messages in your inbox. That's different than looking at your phone and seeing you have 2 new messages from your boss, right? So pinning a folder can really enhance the way you're working with email. So I'll open Project X and show you a few more messages that we have, or a few more features that we have around email. You've had this on your desktop for a long time.
Yep.
Now on the device we support threaded conversation. So you'll notice here with David we have 3 messages, and if I touch that, you'll see them expand, and now I can work with that group collectively. I can delete them all at once. Selectively, I can delete a few of them, and then naturally I can simply touch a message to open it and read that message.
This is our last session, and we have not yet seen the party pics. I don't think Scott wants us to.
We're not allowed to show the party pics on stage. So, along with reading messages, how many of you have Exchange backing your email? Most of us, right? We're at the Microsoft Partner Conference. That's a very common thing. How many of you know in Exchange you can do something with a protected message?
How many people are on Exchange and don't know that? So what's really cool is in your Outlook, up on the bar, when you send an email, you can set it to do not copy and paste. You can set it to do not forward. And my personal favorite, if you're in an enterprise environment, you'll love this, I can set it to not reply all.
So it's a nice feature that Exchange gives us with a protected message. But if your mobile device doesn't support a protected message, all you will see is the subject or the header. You can't actually read the message. So if I pop into Project X, you'll see that Jane Dow is very happy. We call her very happy Jane Dow. Isn't she happy? She has sent us a message regarding an acquisition, and you can see here with the lock that it's a protected message. In fact, if I try to forward the message, you'll see that that option has been disabled. So we're now supporting protected mail new in Windows Phone 7 Mango.
Cool. So we did a lot around messaging as well. So with this new version of the phone, you're going to be able to connect with your friends, your family, and your colleagues like you never have before. We're going to show you 2 different ways you can do that. So we're going to pop back into the People's Hub. And one of the things we did when we went over to Contacts is he was scrolling up and down, and you might have missed up on top where it says Friends and Family.
Those are groups you've created for your phone, right?
Absolutely. So these are groups I've created. You can group. And remember, this isn't just your contacts. These are people that you know in social media as well, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Live. And so I can create groups for family, for friends, for my softball league. For Scott has a tarantula group that he does.
The Collectors. The
Collectors, or something that he calls them. And so you can group all those people together. And if you pivot over, now it's just what's new for these group of people. If you pivot over one more time, you can see pictures. And this is really good for family. So if your family's having babies or birthday parties or whatever, all the pictures from your family that they're posting on social media will be right here. Or in Scott's case, when they take pictures of their spiders.
It comes down from Facebook and from Live all on one screen.
So if you pivot back to group, obviously you can see who's in the group, but say I'm late for my softball team and I have a group for my softball team, I can very easily, with 2 clicks, either send an email or send a text to the entire group at once.
That's a great feature to be able to talk to all of your friends at once, and we let you choose if it's SMS or MMS, so you can send different types of messages depending on what your carrier supports.
Absolutely. So that's the first thing, to be able to contact a lot of people at once. This one's even cooler. So if we just pop into one person, April Meyer, once again, I kind of skipped over something when we're going through here. You notice the second point down says not just text, it says text and chat. So now with the new version of Windows Phone, you're going to be able in one fluid conversation talk to someone on IM, on Facebook chat, on text. And let me give you a great example. So I fly around a lot. We do a lot of these presentations. I'm in LA, and I needed to fly to Atlanta. I was in a meeting. So I popped on the phone. I saw that my wife was on Facebook chat. And so I sent her a message on Facebook chat that said, hey, I need help booking a flight. She said, no problem. I need to go to the other computer. So while she was heading over there, I knew IM was on that computer. So I sent her an instant message. I need a flight from 7:5 to 7:8. I need an afternoon flight because I hate mornings more than anything. And she said on IM, no problem, I can take care of it. About a half an hour later, I'm still in the meeting. I get a text that says, I booked your flight, I sent you an email, you're good to go. Now, I don't tell you that to show you, hey, look how efficient it is, which it is, but the cool part is that conversation is not in 3 different places. It's not on Facebook, IM, and text. It's all in one place, one fluid conversation from Instant Messenger, from Facebook chat to text.
So remember we talked about linked inbox for your email? We now support linked profiles for people because you have different connections, different personas with the same person. You know someone from Facebook or you know someone from your Outlook contacts. So when you're looking at an address card, down at the bottom in the middle, there's a link button and you can link multiple profiles together and they all show up on one card. Then when you're under text and chat, the icon at the bottom that is a switch set of arrows back and forth, you can touch that and the available message mediums will come up and it shows you their availability.
Show them where you can see who's online too.
Yeah, so if you jump into just messages from the home screen, you have what we call threads, and these are all the conversations that you have already had. But if you jump over to online, we now have live support for MSN Messenger on your phone, so you can connect with the people that you're working with.
And Facebook chat.
MSN chat and Facebook chat, that's right.
All in one place.
So, Daniel, you've had that conversation with your wife. I've just shown you application fast switching. You've had that conversation with your wife. What if you could have had that conversation without...
I think they missed that application fast switching. Why don't you show them that again?
I'll show you again.
Okay.
What if you could have had that conversation with your wife without thumb typing in the keyboard?
That would be fantastic, Scott. Can we do that?
We can do that now. So something we've been talking about for years and years, and we actually have that works really well today, is voice to text. So voice to text says, talk to your phone and it will do something for you. At the bottom of the screen there's a start button, and if you press that button, it will take you to the start screen. If you press and hold that button, it will accept a voice command, and you can say call home, or send a text message, or start an email thread. If you're attached to your Bluetooth headset, we have a Plantronics headset here that works very well. You press and hold the talk button, and then it gives a little beep, and then you can talk with your message. So your phone is safely tucked away in the glove box. I'm going to show you how that works. Now, I can't do that with my headset because you wouldn't be able to hear it. So with my phone, there's an audio out system. I'm going to press and hold the button at the bottom of the screen and send a voice message to the phone. Text Daniel Egan.
Texting Daniel Egan. Say your message.
Hey Daniel, how is your day going?
Hey Daniel, how is your day going? You can say send or try again.
Send. So I've just sent Daniel a message, and he does have his Bluetooth headset on. So he's going to get that message, and he can either voice reply or reply. And when he does that, then you'll hear on my side what happens when the message comes in. So the voice settings.
I'm talking to the headset. Sorry.
No, you're good. So it's reading the message to him.
Read it.
Now he can reply or say he's done.
Reply. It's going great, Scott. Talk to you later.
Fair warning, this next audio is very loud for just a second. So remember, I'm in my car, I'm driving, I don't have my phone in front of me, so normally you wouldn't see what's on the screen. You're only hearing through your Plantronic headset what's happening. Notice the screen and then pay attention to what's said.
You can say read it or ignore.
Read it.
It's going great, Scott. Talk to you later. You can call or I'm done.
Reply.
Say your message.
No problem. You're funny. Laughing out loud.
No problem. You're funny. Laughing out loud. You can say send or try again.
Send. So you can have this great conversation and interact with people hands-free.
Yeah, there's some great headsets for that too. So,
sorry, I knocked the cable out. Yeah, there's a bunch of great headsets, and we truly have voice throughout the entire phone. You can do voice to search for Bing search. You can do voice to text message like we've just done. If you're actually holding the phone, I'll tell you that I use that feature no less than 100 times a day. It is now faster to talk to your phone than it is for you to type it in. So if you jump back to the messages that we talked about earlier, you can open a message. At the bottom of the phone, there's a microphone. That starts the voice to text messaging process.
Say your message.
This is just another test message. And now you have the chance to do some editing if something goes wrong, because it just types the text in there for you. Just another text message. It works really well. We're very proud of that service.
Awesome. So another thing we have that's really cool is HTML5 support. You want to show them that?
HTML5, do you guys know what that is? HTML5, hardware accelerated with Internet Explorer 9 mobile edition. So I'm going to open up Internet Explorer 9. And I want to just kind of throw in two features at once here. First, navigating on the phone. At the bottom of the screen, there's a back arrow, and as you press that back arrow, it takes you backwards in the navigation and what you've been doing on the phone. This is great if you are sent a link, you go do something with that link, and then you need to go backwards. But if you press and hold that, fast application switching is a new feature of Windows Phone 7 Mango. It will show you the last couple of things that you've done, and then you can simply jump back and forth and get into that feature of the software. That's what I slipped in a little bit earlier that might have been confusing. So let's open up Internet Explorer 9 Mobile and look at some of the things we have with Boston.com. We're using this site as an example because they've got some great HTML5 support with video. So a little bit about the layout. We've moved the address bar to the bottom of the screen because that's where your thumbs are. It's a lot easier to type when it's down there than it is from the top. We've also supported the address bar now at the bottom of the screen when you are in horizontal mode.
Got a lot of feedback, on that.
It's a great feature. Double tap to bring up a conversation so that it's in a readable size. We have normal pinch and zoom, and then if we scroll down, you'll see that we've got some video. This video has been changing several times throughout the... Whoops, I just turned my phone off. Video has been changing several times throughout the day, so this is not preloaded. It'll come down over 3G or Wi-Fi, and again, with the full hardware acceleration of Internet Explorer 9 Mobile, you'll see that video plays great. We've got an overlaid player with the rewind, fast forward, and pause. Still opening. In just a moment, that video will start.
Hi, this is Mark Arsenal.
And you have full video support that looks beautiful right on your phone. You guys like that?
Cool.
In addition to Internet Explorer 9 Mobile, we've got a bunch of great new features with the Bing search team that has really done some phenomenal stuff, so we're excited to show you that as well.
Yeah, so one of the new things on the phone, from anywhere now on the phone, if you hit the magnifying glass, it'll take you directly to Bing search. So you'll notice a lot of it will look the same, but if you look down here on the bottom, we have 4 new icons, and if you bring those up, you'll see that it's Scout, Music, Vision, and Voice. So
Voice is what we just showed you, so you can use those same features with search.
Exactly. So we're going to show you Scout and Vision. How many of you are from not in LA? Exactly. So when you go to a conference, besides obviously the conference and the conference parties, how do you figure out what to do and where to go? Maybe these books in your hotel room?
Those are only good if you want to buy a Rolex.
Yeah, exactly, or if you want to read some ads. But with one click of the button, you notice that he hit Scout, and it knows exactly where we are. And if you look at this, we can see everything to eat and drink. If you pivot over one, you can see what to do. So festivals and carnivals and museums and garden tours, whatever's around you. If you go over one more, you can see where to shop, from LA Clippers or Lakers to Joe's Liquor, which is really close by, as you can see.
Come on, honey, we're going shopping. Going back to Joe's.
Yep. And if you go over one more time, you'll notice that we have highlights. And if you click on any of these, it'll show you their phone number. You can get directions to it. You can find out their hours of operation. If you pivot over one more time, you can see reviews for it. And that was all just one click to get all of that information.
The real name of this feature is, what can I do right now? Because you know where I am, I have GPS in my pocket. But since that was too long, we call it Bing Scout. And there's a couple
kind of a smothering laughter.
Yeah, that wasn't as funny as it's on the delivery. I fouled that up a little bit. So the question on the floor, and we'll take some more questions after, where does it get the reviews from? It makes sense that we give this data to you. We're a search engine. We're being searched. We know where the reviews are online. We pull them from Yelp. We pull them from Amazon. We'll pull them from where the reviews are.
It makes sense.
It's all based on the item that you're looking at. In fact, that's a nice segue into another feature that we have with Bing Search called Bing Vision. If you notice, the third icon on the bottom is for vision. There's a picture of an eye there. And as you touch that, the camera on your phone comes on.
You guys are going to love this.
Bing Search is searching this frame by frame. So I have a book on the stage here, and there's a barcode on the back of it.
How many of you have seen a phone scan a barcode before?
That is so 2010.
Who needs it?
2011's here. The future is here. What if we just point Bing Vision at a book or a CD or a DVD? We'll go out and do a search for you and say, hey, that's a book. What if you want to know the price or description or the reviews or places that you can buy it online? Now, earlier tonight, Daniel...
Wait, isn't that cool?
Earlier, we talked about 25,000 applications available in the marketplace now. And these are applications not just available from your home screen. These are applications that are deeply embedded in the operating system. So your company, your ISVs can now write software for the phone, and when Bing Vision comes in, you can opt in. So if I touch Amazon
applications
Shopping,
where you want them, when you want them. You don't have to now go to get to the application. We bring them to you.
That's right. So this feature is called App Connect, and we deeply connect into the application. So here are the results of the book that we just scanned. Pretty good?
Okay, so I think we have time for one more thing.
We have time for one more demo. And this is such a great international audience that this is a perfect demo. How many of you working with more than one language? You're traveling with work or home, vacation, whatever it may be. With Bing Vision, as I turn the camera on, at the bottom of the screen, the button says Scan Text. So the camera is on. I'm going to take the activity card we have here for Windows Phone 7 and simply lay it down. I'm going to try to focus on the top paragraph. And when I click Scan Text, we're going to take a picture and send that to the Bing Vision service, and we're going to do an OCR on it. No big deal, anybody can do that. But remember, this is the phone that's in your pocket. It's always available. So you're on vacation or you're traveling for work, you're looking at a map or a menu that you can't read.
Sign.
It's not in your language. A building, a street sign. Now the button at the bottom of the screen has changed to translate. Look at all the languages that we support. It's not every language on the planet.
What do you guys want to translate
but
it
it's
to?
a lot of them.
German.
Translate it to German. Hopefully you can speak German, sir, since you've asked for that, because we need validation. What we'll do is convert it, bring it back, and overlay it right on top of the image. And we support pinch and zoom here, so you can get in there close. Now, this is not what you would use to read a novel with. I'm sure that this translation is not a perfect literal translation word for word, but it's the gist translation. It gives you a great idea of what you're looking for.
Scott actually used this on Tuesday.
So I'm a little shy, as you may imagine. And we were eating dinner at a restaurant local, and there was a gentleman behind us. He was by himself, and he was having a problem ordering. And so I used this feature. I literally pointed it at the menu.
We scared the guy when he went over there first.
but that went away quickly. Yes. We translated. He was able to read and order some fish or something using Windows Phone. So let's go back. I'm just going to translate to one more language. I'll just pick something else. Portuguese. And that way we get a little bit more of a demo of what's happening there. So.
Yeah, I was just in Italy not that long ago, and I did not have this phone, and I could have really used it. I know how to say, give me a bottle of red table wine, but that's about it.
So every night for dinner you had red table wine?
Yeah, I did, every single night. It worked out well for that. But
that's great. We do have a little bit of work with Xbox. We've got 3 Xbox cards. How many of you have Xbox at home? A lot of you? We've done a lot of work with Xbox. And there's a bunch of new games.
The only phone with Xbox Live built into it.
The only phone with Xbox Live built in. We're not going to actually start a game, but I want to show you some new stuff that we have around your avatar, which really will help us highlight the graphics engine. I keep saying this, but remember, this is a phone that's in your pocket. And now you can interact, so this is your avatar that's coming down. If you touch this guy, he'll kind of wave to you. If you tell him a joke, he'll jump up and down. He'll be real happy. You can actually shake the phone a little bit, and he'll pretend it's a dance floor. And this is how I dance. You can see all your friends' avatars as well. So if I go into friends and add someone online, this will be mine.
Wait, does anyone have one? Let's see theirs. Who's got an avatar?
I'm already typing it. They'll get the idea.
No one wants to see your avatar. So next demo, if we do one, Scott's going to wear this outfit.
So as you add your friends, you get to start seeing their avatar, and you can poke them, and he likes it when I tell a joke. He laughs and he'll dance and do some different things. So who has an Xbox? Here's a 3-month Xbox subscription. There's one for you, and ma'am in the back, second row. Nice.
So for who here are parents who have their kids on Xbox? So did you know that you can see when they're online on the phone? Yes. And send them a message and say, get off and go take out the garbage? If that's not a selling feature, I don't know what is.
That is a great feature.
Yeah. So, like Scott said in the beginning, I think he did, there's over 500 updates for this phone. We didn't have time to show you all of them. Hopefully we showed you some great ones, and we encourage you to come over to this bar, check out all the phones we have available. We have some great experts to help you out with any questions, and we can answer any questions up here too when you're done.
In closing, also, thank you to our partners, AT&T, Expansys, and Sprint, as well as Plantronics for supplying the headsets. Thank you, guys. Have a great show.
Thank you.